Hello, my name is Rod Gillis, and I'm the Education Director at the American Numismatic Association. And if you're new to collecting, I'd like to spend a few moments talking with you about perhaps the most important decision that you're going to make in your collecting career, and that is how to collect. You know, one of the things that I especially enjoy about my job is that I get to spend a lot of time talking with people who show me new ways that they collect. There are people who collect, of course, United States coins. There are people who collect world coins. There are people who collect coins from places that they visited on vacation. There are people who collect coins from the year of their birth. There are people who collect stock certificates, and there are people who collect paper money. There are people who collect paper money if only there's a horse on it, or if they can only find the color purple on their paper money. We could really spend all day talking about the different ways that people collect. Really, the only limitations to collecting are the way that the money that's in your wallet and the imagination that you have. The two most popular ways that people collect are by type and by set. And what I mean by that is that people collect by type, collect the finest example of a particular denomination of coin. So, for example, you might want to collect half dollars, and you would try to find the finest example of a Barber half dollar, a Liberty seated half dollar, a Walking Liberty half dollar, and so on. And that's collecting by type. But probably the most popular way that people collect is by set. And what I mean by that is people collect a particular coin, and they collect all of the years that that coin was minted and from all the mints that that coin was made. Collecting by set is a great way to collect, and again, it's the most popular way. But I do want to give you some words of advice. I run across a lot of people who want to start off by collecting a very difficult set. So people come up to me very often and say, Rod, I'm new to the collecting hobby, and I'm starting out by collecting a set of Morgan dollars. And when they say that to me, I sort of cringe inside, because collecting a set of Morgan dollars is a very difficult proposition. It's a very long set, and there are some very expensive coins within the set. And it's awful tough when you're a brand new collector to be able to put a set of Morgan dollars together. It's best if you're able to put a set together that isn't nearly as difficult and sort of get your feet wet and get some experience in collecting before you tackle such a difficult set. So, for example, it would be a great idea to put a set together of Jefferson Nickels. A set of Jefferson Nickels is an easily accomplished set. As a matter of fact, the great thing about Jefferson Nickels is that you're able to pull out a lot of them from your own change. You could also collect, for example, Roosevelt dimes. Roosevelt dimes is a great set to put together where you don't have to spend a great deal of money. It's not a long set, and then after you've finished, you can get that feeling of accomplishment. If you start off by collecting a large and difficult set like Morgan dollars, you're going to run across some problems. People often, when they start a difficult set like that, start off by collecting the most common dates, which is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. If you start off by collecting Morgan dollars, you would want to buy the most expensive coins within that set. And the reason is because the expensive coins, the rare coins, never go down in price. They're always expensive, and they only go up. And so if you're planning on buying a coin like that, it's best to buy it as early as possible. But generally what happens is that people who are starting off by collecting a set of Morgan dollars will buy the common coins first, and then one day will come along when they realize that they've spent all of the money that they can on the common coins, and now they need to spend more money on the more difficult dates. And they grudgingly do so, and then the day comes along when they realize that they have to spend quite a bit amount of money on the keys to the series. And usually they stop at that point, and they wait until their ship comes in, and as you can guess, their ship never comes in. And what happens is they put the set to the side because they've become discouraged, and they eventually leave the hobby. The road to numismatics is littered with people who have started on Morgan dollars and have not been able to complete the set and have just left the hobby. So again, it's best that you start off with an easily accomplished set. Suppose that you're saying, yeah, Rod, that sounds like good advice, but I want to put together a set that has a little bit more pizzazz. Maybe I want to put a set together where all the coins are made of silver and I can't find them in change anymore. Okay, well, you can do that. You could put together a set of Franklin half dollars. They're all made of silver. They're not in change anymore. And you can really put together a nice set of Franklin halves without spending a great deal of money. Then you can have that feeling of accomplishment. You can also make the mistakes that you're probably going to make as a new collector and not suffer a serious financial setback. I hope that this information that we've talked about today is of help to you. And I hope that you will be able to become the collector that you want to be. This is Rod Gillis at the American Numismatic Association, hoping that you enjoy your hobby as best you can. Thank you.